would define grief as a labor of love.
I would say agony, pain, and sad and deep loss.
Loneliness, a change in who you are or what you want to do or where you're going, a sense of emptiness and falling, but don't know where. I don't know where you're going to wind up.
An extreme emptiness.
Unexpected, sad, lonely.
Extreme sadness, loneliness, and a very big feeling of loss of control.
Many people underestimate grief. We have a myth in our culture that you have 3 days off of work and everything's gonna be fine, or you have a couple months and everything's gonna return back to normal. And we underestimate the fact that grief oftentimes gets more intense as time goes on, as the numbness wears off and the reality sinks in, and we underestimate the amount of time that we are gonna grieve and that we will remember and grieve this person to some extent forever.
Grief is falling through a rabbit hole just because you don't know what's expected next. You don't know how you're gonna feel next. You know, think you're doing okay one day and turn around and, just overwhelmed with sadness and you missed, I missed my dad.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to call. I didn't know where to go. And having Horizon, the hospice nurse was there. And she kept assuring me, and she told me, she said 2 words to me: "You're very brave." I guess that's 3. "You're very brave." And I didn't think that I was. And that got me through.
You wake up in the middle of the night and you reach over and no one's there. You feel completely and totally adrift, and there's no life preserver there to hang on to. All you can do is just tread water.
You can't believe that you're living the life that you're living, but you have to live it, and you know that you are living it. But then again, the next day, you can't believe that you're living the life that you're living. So it feels like a circle you can't quite stop.
You still have the memories, but you can't hold on to anything, and it sometimes seems like everything is fleeting away. So you're reaching and you're grabbing, but it's nothing that you can hold on to.
I think in the back of my mind, sometimes I feel that I'm just getting through something until he comes back. Even though realistically, I know he's never coming back.
The GRC is so important to our community because it's a safe place for people to come, to know that they're not alone, to be able to share with others, to develop friendships with people who get what they're going through, and a place for them to be completely honest about how they're feeling and get tools to help them to survive and thrive. And the Grief Center shows people that they're much more resilient than they ever thought possible.
In our lives, everyone is going to have to deal with grief, and you will want support, and you would want to support someone.
And to know that there's a place that people can go and openly talk about how you feel and what you think and not be judged for it, we absolutely need something like that.
I feel a strong need to be around other people that feel the same way that I do, that can go, oh, hey, yeah, that's normal to feel that way, or that's how I feel too.
I mean, this place is so important to people because they don't have anyone else to lean on. They might not have family members who have been through a loss like this that can tell them that it gets better, it gets easier. So this gives them some place to go, to turn to, or they might not know how to express themselves. This kind of gives them that option to find what works for them to get through every day.
I'm very strong. I'm a very strong woman. I run 3 businesses. I thought I had this under control. I could do this. And then I came here for a counseling session, and it was amazing. It was amazing that I was able to get out the things that I was trying to hold back. And then the continuation of letters that I would receive from here and the outreach, just calling to let you know this is your first holiday without him, I know this will be hard. The letters came at the right time, thinking of you or what to do, because you don't know all the steps of what to do.
You guys have so many tools and resources here, and people don't know that grief is such a broad spectrum, and people can experience it on different levels, and one person might feel like, I don't feel the same way as that person, but if they come here, they might realize that it is okay to feel different ways, and it is okay to have different experiences, and you're not alone. And so I think it's really important, you know, to have this place so that people understand that they're not alone.
I think the Grief Resource Center is so important because it gives those people going through it hope. It provides you with access to people who are going through the same thing you are. It provides you with access to reading materials or contact with people who have recently gone through it, people who have gone through it years ago and have continued to stay active. Otherwise, what you have is your daily existence that I've already said is completely and totally foreign to anything you've ever been through before.